Yes, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and the title says it already. You're gonna check out my North Korea video on my other channel on all of Green Roads. I'm wearing my North Korea jacket, the North Korea jersey. I give commentary on the video. I'm gonna give a bit more insights of my travel over there. I spent 5 days in North Korea. I went to Pyongyang the 3rd of April to run the half marathon of Pyongyang. So we're gonna dive into the video. Let's go. Okay, let's go with the intro. No, I picked the music myself, so let me know what you think about the song, but I think it really suits with the whole vibe. Okay, episode 1, a trip to North Korea, part 1. Yes, we are in Beijing. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the intro part. I'm gonna go straight to the airport. So we left from Beijing Daxing Airport to Pyongyang with Air Koryo Airlines. And yeah, I can tell you that was already an experience. So let's check out the clips in Air Koryo. Yes, we're in the plane, in the back of the plane, Koryo Airlines. Yeah, so they were already playing propaganda music the moment we entered the plane. And honestly, this plane ride was one of the most chaotic plane rides I've ever had. It was filled with like half of North Koreans and half us foreigners. So the plane was actually completely full. And most of the North Koreans, they were probably business people. There were also some athletes that were coming from China because they're coming all from China. But these athletes were participating in some tournaments. Basically, it was super chaotic flight. Even the luggage, there was not enough place for the luggage to just throw them on some chairs. So yeah, it was very interesting. And there were also a few, I would say, North Korean FBI agents or their own secret service that were having some seats, and you could see them like scanning around and checking, what are we doing? We're not allowed to film inside the plane, so this was a bit sneaky. That's why the footage is a bit shaky. Yes, we made it to Pyongyang. Yeah, that landing was like the most rough landing I've ever had in a plane. And then we arrived at the airport, and you have to think, this is a big airport, and there was literally no one there. We were just the only plane, no other planes. So it was a surreal feeling just arriving at Pyongyang airport, and like there's nobody there. Rough landing, but everyone is safe. We arrived in Pyongyang, just arrival hall. Yeah, so when you see these clips are a bit shaky, and because honestly we didn't know, like when we were arriving, what can we film, what can we not film. There were like security checkpoints, there was military, there was police. So yeah, of course I wanted to film as much as possible, but we were going to North Korea, we didn't know what to expect. So I tried to film like just briefly, and that's why the footage is so shaky, because at this time everyone was like, oh, it's kind of new, and we didn't know how strict they would be. That's why these clips are a bit short at the airport and a bit shaky, because I tried to film, of course, but in a sneaky way. So when you see all these people waiting here, they're waiting for the athlete team. For the stars. Yeah. Hello.
As you all know, because of the COVID-19, there's
so you don't really see it in this video clip. But what was very interesting, basically right from the airport to the city, we almost didn't see any other car. So you just saw people on bicycle, walking, and we were the only bus going from the airport to the city, and it was like maybe like 30 or 40 minutes drive, and we didn't see any other car until we reached the city. So yeah, you didn't really see many clips of that, but yeah, that was very interesting to see. Yeah, just how empty it was and how many people are actually walking and riding a bicycle in this countryside area. And when we're in the bus, we start talking with the guides, and then we kind of had the feeling, okay, how are they gonna be? How are they? And they were super friendly, super happy to meet us, and they were making jokes from the beginning, so that made the tension way less. Because of course, if they would be like, go sit down and be very straight, that would change the atmosphere. But because they were so open and friendly from the beginning, the atmosphere was pretty relaxed from the start. Yeah, again, like with filming, we didn't know what we could expect, so we're asking, can we film? They're like, yeah, please film. They were super open with that. So then we arrived in Pyongyang, and you can see it's getting more busy, more cars. Yes, Pyongyang city center, going to the hotel now. Germany, you want to introduce Germany or no? Yes, I'm interpreter. Yeah, so he was sitting next to me, Yoon, very nice guy. It actually was the first time for him to meet any foreigner, because he's 23 years old, something like that, and North Korea has been closed for 6 years. So yeah, he was like a teenager, so of course there were not many foreigners coming in the first place. So for him it was the first time actually meeting and talking to a foreigner, so it's quite interesting. We made it to the hotel, the whole group. Man, super interesting experience, I have to say. The man himself. Okay, we're going for dinner. Oh, nice. Some foreign food. No Korean food. So the hotel was actually pretty good. I would say maybe 3-star hotel. Had all the things we needed. Of course, not super fancy, but good enough. It was better than I expected, to be honest. The food, I really hoped that we had Korean food, but they gave us a lot of fake Western food. And yeah, it's just not the same quality. You know, like when you go to China and like, not like you go to like these like smaller cities in China and then you order some like pizza or pasta. Like they try to make it, but it's not as good. So basically the food was like this. I didn't complain, of course, like everything was included, but I preferred if we had more Korean food than this Western food. We got some North Korean beer. 감사합니다. We got the DPRK beer, because North Korea you cannot say it. They don't like when you say the name North Korea, so sometimes by accident you say, oh yeah, North Korea, and they correct you, you have to say DPRK, that's their official country name. DPRK stands for Democratic People Republics of Korea, that's their official country name, and they want you to use DPRK or the full name, but to say the full name all the time is a bit long. But North Korea is kind of not done, so that's why. Got this North Korean DPRK soju. Combi. Not bad. You wanna try?
I try. I'm the cameraman.
So this is actually the same bottle of soju that I was drinking over there, and this was around maybe $1, super cheap, and it is super good. It's 25% strong, and actually I had it tasted by a few friends of mine. They're from South Korea, and they also agreed this soju is better than the one in the south. So not bad. Okay, quick room check from North Korea. 2 single beds, TV, it's all working. No lights outside. Here's the bathroom, pretty basic as well. So yeah, so today, man, super interesting. I definitely worth it already, this trip. Had a few drinks, some soju and a beer. I can feel it a little bit. And yeah, actually, like the first impression Pyongyang looks better than expected, more modern than I would think. And the people are actually quite chill. It was not as strict as I expected. I tried to film as much as I could, a bit sneaky as well. Yeah, I think overall they were not that super strict. So I thought everyone needed to be like in line, like, oh, you cannot film here, you cannot film that. But the guys were like, oh, you can film here, you can do this. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I mentioned before, like the overall experience. We thought they would be very strict towards us with filming, but again, it was pretty chill. When I was recording this, I was pretty tipsy, so that's why I'm talking like this, because I had a few shots of soju, a few beers. Still managed to film. It was not super organized at all. So in general, I would say it was pretty chill. So let's see about tomorrow. We're gonna meet at 6 in the morning for a morning run. So we have to wake up at 5:30, 5:45. Hey, I forgot one thing in the tour. Just noticed there's a balcony. Pyongyang. Nice. So I'm tired, gonna take a shower, go to bed. Peace out, see you guys tomorrow in Pyongyang. Let's go. Good morning, Pyongyang. Man, I'm super tired. Like kind of jet lagged. And it's 5:45. We're gonna go for a morning run. And it's freezing cold now. I'm gonna take my other camera because this one is a bit too heavy to run with. So the quality will be maybe a bit different, but let's see. Okay, supposedly everyone was gonna show up. Yeah, so we went for an early morning run. Didn't have much sleep because I just arrived like 2 days before in Beijing. Then we flew to Pyongyang, and then I was still jet lagged, and then woke up at 5:45. So not much sleep, but super excited. And we were staying in this area. It's a sports town. So basically everyone that's an athlete stays in this kind of area of Pyongyang. So they have all these like different sports, and then each sports has their own center where all these athletes are sleeping, training every single day to become better in this specific sport. And because we were official amateur runners, of course we had to stay in the sports town. For the morning run, but we're with 10% of, of the people that this is a legend. I'm here. You went. What time did you go to bed? 3 o'clock or 2? One and a half. Ah, okay. That's still doable. Let's go.
Germany looks the same now. Also no leaves in the trees.
Yeah, so we're running around here in this sports town village. I mean, it's not the village, but in the sports area of the city. Yeah, there were also other athletes already running, and this was like 6 in the morning. So you saw a lot of people already running, training, starting their day, and probably have more training the rest of the day. Just did our morning run, and what they do, we're staying in this compound area, kind of full of this massive stadium. Check this out. Finished the morning run. Easy run, saving ourselves.
Not that easy. Probably not that easy.
For you it was difficult. You had to watch everyone. Yeah, so for him, he was the guide. He was checking, and some people, of course, it's hard to manage a group that was running everywhere. And one guy was like behind the stadium. Then they were freaking out, of course. So he was a bit worried where everyone was going. But in the end, everyone came back. They're going, and a few were like running away. Look. Today's a busy schedule. It's very packed. Just went to the center, Pyongyang. and see all the tourist attractions they have and do some shopping and hopefully some good Korean food. Yeah, so the interesting thing is these elevators, yeah, it can take some time before they come. So we got the flowers that we're gonna bring to the great leaders, the statue.
Just wanted to show them to have double the respect that you have.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually half the way there.
Yeah, so going to the great statues of the leaders, this part was the most sensitive part of the trip. They already warned us like, okay, don't do anything stupid here because they're like the sacred statues. If you want to go there, you have to bow. So you have two options. If you don't want to bow, you cannot go there. If you want to see it, then you have to bow. The flowers were not mandatory, but I was like, yeah, it would be cool to just buy it and give it so I'm closer to the statues. Yeah, so they were like really saying in advance, like the foreign tour guides, that we couldn't, yeah, just behave. I mean, behave in general, but specifically here because it's such a sensitive area, and yeah, you don't want to disrespect their statues and great leaders. So yeah, let's check it. Okay, yeah, we just finished bowing for the great leaders, Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il. Yeah, and these statues are massive, so it's a super big square, super empty. Yeah, honestly, it looks way bigger in real life than on camera. It's a real experience. Highest tower of Pyongyang. How high is the tower?
170 meters. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey, 170 meters. We take stairs or is elevator?
Elevator.
Oh, okay, okay.
Stairs.
I mean, some places you have to walk. Not Eiffel Tower. Yeah, so this is the Juche Tower that we visited, and that stands for the Juche ideology from Kim Il-sung. But a Tower of Pisa, you know?
These stones are newly displayed its on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of the really the comrade Kim Il-sung. So here are 50 milestones from 24 countries and international organizations. So in total, in our tower, there are over 300 stones from over 100 countries and international. Yeah, so these were all like plaques from people that supported the Juche ID. Mostly from other communist countries, of course, that supported, and people that believed in the system from other countries, they got their plate over there. National organizations.
Yeah, the statue or painting from Kim Jong-un you would see everywhere. And it's funny how they portray them. He's always in this like, this is the Mount Paektu. That's like the holy mountain in North Korea, and that's why he's there. You see a lot of pictures of him in this mountain. Right? So.
Good morning.
Good morning. Got a North Korean flag. The view was actually pretty nice. What's interesting, yeah, the city is super quiet. It's a big city, but yeah, you almost don't see any cars. A lot of people are walking. The weather is good, and yeah, so this was the first time they said we couldn't take any pictures or videos. Yeah, because we were on top of the tower, we couldn't make any videos or pictures. Yeah, that's like their sensitive area because maybe you can make some pictures or video of something. Even you cannot see it, but that could be sensitive. So we were not allowed to do it there, but that's okay. Yeah, you can see it's like such a big city and it's so quiet, so it gives a weird vibe. Yeah, I really like that shot of the statues of Kim Jong-il and Kim Il-sung. It's like, and with the bicycles riding there. It's a cool shot.
As I explained, the Social Democratic Party.
Where do we go now?
Foundation to Party Monument to the Party Foundation.
The monument of the party founding. We're walking out to the statue from the founding of the
Monumental Party Founding.
Monumental Party founding
Yes.
of the People Republic of
Workers' Party of Korea.
Workers' Party.
Yes.
I see. In which year?
For sure, 1945.
1945.
October 10th.
After World War II.
October 10th,
Yeah.
1945.
Yeah, after the occupation of Japan.
Yes, after the liberation.
Yeah. Entering the statue.
이 구호는 조선노동당의 기본 구호입니다.
This is the main slogan of our Workers' Party of Korea.
올라가시겠습니다.
Let's go.
이 당의 창문과 역사를 보여주는
Yeah, so he was just standing here, the history of the occupiers and from Japan, and yeah, how they founded their workers' party, etc.
Well, on this Grand Club, there are three relievers representing the history of our party.
아래에 보이는 기장은 조선노동당의 뿌리를 회상했습니다.
But this represents the deep root of Workers' Party of Korea.
We're gonna get some souvenirs.
Korea.
Goal! We're gonna get some souvenirs. Goal!
Yeah, but it was super cool. You know, you see just like people, kids like playing football on the street. So, you know, football is all over the world, even in North Korea.
Nice hotel. Could you explain?
Yeah, again, we had like foreign food. The restaurant food was not that good, so it was all, again, a disappointing lunch. Okay, let's go to the next.
Market in Pyongyang.
House market.
Yeah. So how the system works?
House market.
Yeah, like the house, like so. What you said before about the government gives.
The government gives people
Yeah, the house.
without any
Yeah.
free of charge.
Exactly.
Yes,
So the
people pay no rent.
yeah, no rent,
Yes.
and you cannot buy or sell a house, or that doesn't exist.
Yes, it doesn't exist. Yeah, all thanks to our great respected comrade Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. So what's interesting in Pyongyang, like everyone gets a house from the government. There's no rent, no buy and sell. But what I've heard is like, oh, people can exchange and then, can exchange an apartment for one they like and they prefer, and then give some extra money. So it's like kind of like a black market in the real estate market.
Yeah, so of course, as a real estate guy, I had to ask a real estate question, how the market works there. So it's a communist socialist country, so there's no free market. Everyone gets a house from the government based on your family, your position. So you cannot just buy a house or rent a house. There's not such a thing. You just get a house. So of course, the most important people in Kim Jong-un's inner circle gets the best properties, the best places to live. How more loyal you are to the family, or you have a good position in the military, you have good housing. So yeah, they have this system. Basically, living in Pyongyang is already a privilege on its own, right? Because there's such a big difference about living in Pyongyang and outside Pyongyang. So if you do something bad, that's not punishable by going to a working camp, but something bad that's not good, but not in extreme case, they can ban you from the city. So they take away your house and you have to live outside the city. And that means your quality of life drastically drops by a lot, you know? So, because Pyongyang is like, it's not like here in Europe you have the capital and like these other cities that, of course, the capital is the best, but yeah, if you live out in another city, the life is still good. But there, Pyongyang, the quality of life, and you go to another smaller town or city, it's such a big difference. People live like farmers with no cars. Poor people have almost no food. So living in Pyongyang is a privilege. And yeah, they say of course like if you're a teacher and like you're a servant, you get the best housing, prime housing. But all what matters is being loyal to the Kim family and have prominent position in the military, of course. So yeah, interesting part of the real estate market in or no real estate market in Pyongyang. But yeah, what they say is that you can kind of exchange houses, and then they give like gifts to maybe your brother-in-law. So there's like a small payment or payment to someone you know, and then the money flows to you. So there's a way of exchanging housing. So it's like kind of like a black market in real estate in Pyongyang or DPRK.
That's interesting. Okay, we arrived at Kim Il-sung Square, and this is the most famous square, and this is where the military parade is. Held. Yeah. And it's once a year? At least twice a year. This is the myth.
Yeah, so it's super cool to walk around on the Kim Il-sung Square. It's a massive square where they hold the military parade. So what you see on the videos where you see these nukes and or these other military equipment passing by and all these people screaming, that's on this square. So that's super cool to walk there, and it is impressive, and it's huge, and it's so big, and there are not many people, so it gives like this weird vibe.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Just walking with North Koreans.
Yeah, so here we're just walking around in the city, and yeah, walking in between just regular citizens that just come from work or go to home. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that car, but those cars are like kind of like propaganda cars with speakers, and they announce a lot of stuff the whole time.
Some Korean newspapers.
Yeah, so this was a souvenir shop. We could buy like just souvenirs, and it's funny because they were closed for 6 years because yeah, there were no other foreigners coming by. So we asked them like, "What do you do? What did they do?" But they were like during COVID, and was the shop still open because nobody would visit? So they were a bit reluctant with answering it. So that was funny, and yeah, just a bit weird because we're like, yeah, what did these people do for work when nobody visited? But they didn't want to give a clear answer on that. Yeah, you see this bus like slash tram. I think it's more like a bus. It just stopped in the middle of the street, and you see this is actually the bus driver getting out to fix these cables. So it just stopped in the middle of the road, and he had to fix his cables to go on. And you can see it's packed in this bus.
Square. It's an impressive square. Very impressive. Another souvenir shop. Cigar. You can get that suit. Yeah, so spent a lot of money, $150 at least for the tracksuit, shirt, cigarettes, soju. Cigarettes are not for me, they're a gift. Right here.
This is the tracksuit I bought, and the shirt. Yeah, and the funny thing is everyone bought them. So the shop made a lot of money, or the government, because everyone bought this tracksuit, and then everyone started wearing them. So that was pretty cool.
Free home. Looks amazing. Okay, we're gonna go for bowling, Gold Lane. Rocking the DPRK tracksuit. 감사합니다.
Yeah, then like we're in this bowling alley, and then I always get the question, yeah, like is this stage, like are these people here like just for you? I mean, yeah, they built this bowling alley, and people actually go there in the weekend. So or during the week, it's and they were not even like really looking at us that much. They're actually playing the game. So people were actually having fun and doing their own thing. And it was a very big bowling. I think it's the biggest bowling alley I've ever been to. It was huge.
Look how massive this bowling alley is.
Strike.
Focus is there.
Honestly, this game was like my worst bowling game I've ever had. I don't know why I played so bad, but really.
Oh shit. Bro, that was so bad.
Yeah.
Cut that out. And our guy is laughing.
I
Yes,
lost.
we're gonna have seafood for dinner. Korean seafood. Let's see if it's as good as the lunch. We can choose the fish from here.
Yeah, so they had this like massive weird fish in the middle of the restaurant, and they're way too big for this pool. It's kind of sad to have them here, but it's just decoration for them.
But there's nothing green either, and yeah, it's like a swimming pool. It's like a kid. Yeah, like this our dinner. Restaurant. Wow.
Yeah, so it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, and also the quality was very good. From the, there was maybe the best dinner we had.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I tried to too many
And they had also a lot of Korean food.
here because I keep missing. Shit.
Hi, my name is Yosu. Follow me on Instagram.
If you want to have good content. The last destination, a beer bar, and our schedule has been packed. Woke up at 5:40 in the morning, running, sightseeing, shopping, lunch, dinner, sightseeing, shopping, and now drinks, and it's, let me check, 8 o'clock, so non-stop doing stuff. The influencers are arriving. It's like,
Yeah, so we were like with a bunch of influencers or YouTubers. Everyone was filming, and actually, like a lot of people. I mean, you can look up North Korea Pyongyang Marathon. Like everyone that was there, have big channels, so you can see everyone is filming. Was funny. So this bar is pretty cool. It's a new bar in a new area of Pyongyang, and look at all these imported beers. I was surprised by it. Like you can see here, Singa beer, Carlsberg. They had Heineken as well. I was surprised, like how did they get that stuff here? But of course they trade with China and Russia, but still. And this bar, I mean, look at it. This could be literally any bar in Europe. It looks exactly the same. It looks better than most bars, honestly, in Europe.
Laban. Laban how? Laban. This is what we all wanted to see.
Yeah, this was crazy, you know, like this is like, these speakers were loud as F, and it was 9:30 in the evening, and just people are living there, and imagine you have this speaker like blasting this like North Korea propaganda music next to your house. I would go crazy.
Right? This is what we're waiting for.
Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, I just came back to the hotel and I literally passed out because I was so tired. And we spent the day, as I said, from 5:45. Woke up, came back at 10:30, and then people are like, "Yeah, like, can you not walk around free in your like outside of the hotel? Like, you're happy to be back in your room because you spent the whole day already outside. You're just so tired." So that's what I did. I just went back to my room and fell asleep. And then woke up early again because we left, I think, at 7 or something.
Stadium, that's the stadium where we're gonna be tomorrow. And for the rest, the schedule, we're gonna see the Arc of Triumph. Surprised from even make a video call. So I was even wife a video call.
What's interesting, there's Wi-Fi available in the hotel lobby only. But in order to get this Wi-Fi, you need to go to the receptionist. You need to pay. It's like $10 per 30 minutes, something like that. And you need to pay, and then they have to install this code manually on your phone. But yeah, of course, everyone that wants Wi-Fi has to wait in line. So sometimes you have to wait maybe for 30 minutes to get Wi-Fi, and then pay $10 for 30 minutes Wi-Fi. And then combine it with the pack schedule, and they can only use the Wi-Fi in the lobby, so not in your room. And then most apps were blocked, or you needed to have VPN. Like I didn't try, like everything was blocked. So Instagram, everything. Only WhatsApp was working. I could have video calls, so I called my friends and my family when I was there. So that was funny. Like they were like, "What? You have internet?" So that was cool.
It didn't work. Yeah. Anyway, actually, it's very nice to have a detox internet. So you're way more in the presence of what's happening in your travel. So I don't mind being offline for this couple of days. Okay, let's get started.
Yes, that was actually true. You know, like not having internet all the time really focused us as a group to talk with each other, to really connect, and because yeah, you cannot be on your phone. There's no point, and really focus on being in the present. So actually, I think it's a very good way of traveling to sometimes shut off your phone. So if you want a digital detox, North Korea is the best place.
And enjoy another day in Pyongyang. Good morning.
Yeah, this day was a bit rainy. The other day was super nice, the weather. So you can see it's a bit rainy, and the temperature dropped also.
Okay, I just had an interesting conversation with our guide, and he was telling me about the job market in TPRK. That basically, once you graduate, there's like a guaranteed job that you have in the sector that you choose to study, and then the salaries are basically almost the same. Of course, depending on age, you can make more money, but there's no significant difference between being a doctor or, I don't know, work in the tourism sector in terms of salary. So yeah, everyone has a job, there's no unemployment, and the salaries are very similar, so everyone is kind of equal.
Yeah, of course, this is what they say, you know, and again, they have this like tier system, how loyal you are to the regime. So people that are not as loyal, they will be pushed down and get like worse jobs, or work as like factory workers or miners or slaves, kind of this level. So yeah, this museum, I would say they were also super strict here. This was the first place they actually checked our stuff, and we couldn't film inside the museum.
On the occasion of the 60th anniversary of the Day of Victory.
So this is their national museum, National War Museum.
So these are the ones that...
And it's funny, like they have all these like old military equipment captured from United States, and they really proud to show like, hey, this is from the enemy, from imperialists, they were saying.
Captured from the US.
Yeah, so this ship is the USS Pueblo. It was captured by North Korea in 1968, and was their big trophy. Yeah, so this was a spy ship, and yeah, North Korea bombarded and seized the vessel. It was in their territorial waters, but while the US says it was in international waters. So this was, of course, a big thing that happened. It was in 23rd January 1968. You can check USS Pueblo captured by North Korea.
Okay, we just...
Yeah, so I couldn't film inside the museum. It was very nice how they made it. Big statues, of course, of the leader Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-un, everyone. And of course they were twisting the whole story, the narrative of how the Korean War started, and it was the puppet regime, the imperialist, and not North Korea, that started the war. And they basically didn't mention China that much, that they kind of saved their ass. So yeah, I couldn't say that, of course, here in this vlog when I'm there, but that was kind of the story they were telling us.
Finished the...
And like everyone had to listen to it and basically like, yeah, we know you're bullshitting us, but we couldn't say anything, so we're just like looking at each other and giving a smile.
War museum, and it's just funny to see how they twist the story or leave very important information behind about the Korean War. Like, for example, they didn't mention anything about the Chinese that are helped them during the Korean War, and yeah, a few other things that we can't really talk about now. But now we're going to the library, Grand Library, and there was the park we were yesterday.
그럼 따라갑시다. 근데 우리 이거 학습당 보시다시피 큽니다. 그렇기 때문에 줄을 잠깐만 놓치면 학습당에서 나가기 힘듭니다. 일단 우리 똘똘 제가 하는.
So now we are going to look around this big area. As you can see, the building is big and it has many rooms inside. So please stay together with our guides.
The man.
Yeah, so what's weird, this library, it's on a Saturday and was almost empty. It was like basically no one. And then we asked like them like, where's everyone? They were like, yeah, they're working, because on Saturday, their working days are from Monday till Saturday. But still, I would expect to have some more people, but maybe they just clean it up for us because they didn't want any interactions with locals.
Harry,
Yes, have a look, please.
And can people take the books back home or just read here and then bring back? Yeah, and then
네, 그런 대출대가 따로 있단 말입니다. 여기서는 보고 여기서 받치고 어떤 그런
Here,
체육대가
you
대출대가
can only see and
read here.
back it and yes.
People are working also on Saturdays, so they work 6 days a week. They come in the afternoon or evening to read books. Interesting because we have this huge library, but there's almost no one. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book?
This one? Yeah.
Favorite book, history book.
History book?
Yes.
No. Did you read Harry Potter? Did you? Yeah.
You read Harry Potter?
Which one you like the most?
5, I think. Number 6.
6.
Half-Blood Prince.
You know, like what's funny is doing this, and you know this is in Chinese, this means 6. I didn't know, like maybe for the Koreans, correct me if I'm wrong, like I don't know if you guys use this, but Leo is in Chinese 6, so I don't know why he uses that, if that's also in Korean the case. Yeah, such a creepy vibe, you know?
Okay, lunchtime. Going to have Italian pizza.
Yeah, so they, of course, because they think we're foreigners, we want to eat only foreign food. So we go have to their famous Italian restaurant in Pyongyang. They have 2 Italian restaurants. Was not bad, but yeah, of course I'd prefer to have Korean barbecue or something.
It's Coca-Cola, right?
In cola, please.
Cola. That's sick.
I think my face says enough.
It's different. My addiction.
Metro. Gonna take a few rides in the metro. Like in London.
Yeah, so this is the metro in Pyongyang and has a daily ridership, is estimated between 300,000 and 700,000 people. It's very beautiful,
It's hilarious. Where's our group?
but the metro is like super old. So it's like it feels like you go back in time. Of course, for these North Koreans, they're like, what the heck? We see all these foreigners like coming into the metro with cameras in their face, so they'll also be like, what's going on? Yeah, so they have these newspapers that they actually read in the metro.
We're at the Arc de Triomphe, and it's kind of the.
Yeah, this is the Arc de Triomphe, and I think it's maybe bigger than the French one, the one in Paris, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it was really cold and windy on top of the Arc de Triomphe, but it was cool because you had the view over the city. And that moment, it's funny because at the Juche Tower, they're like, yeah, you cannot film, and there they didn't care, and we were just walking around, and yeah, we could just film there by ourselves.
Okay, we're on top of the Arc de Triomphe, and we have over here the skyline Pyongyang, and see over there, that's like the famous hotel tower that's basically, I don't know, when they start building it already for a long time ago and still not finished. And what's interesting is like this whole you saw, so today was actually a pretty chill day. The weather was a bit rainy as you saw, so because it's just blown propaganda. Yeah, we couldn't film inside, but oh, it's a must-see to have it on film. Anyways, it was yeah, just like...
Yes, this was the end of the first episode. Let me know in the comments what do you think, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Next episode, we're gonna run the half marathon of Pyongyang. So we're gonna see how I'm running it. I will share my experience, how it was, and yeah, just overall. And then we see the last days in Pyongyang. So definitely check out my next video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and see you the next time. Peace out.